Don't play with me.
Waiting for this man to join so I can really rock.
Oh, go ahead. Whoa.
Wait, I'm waiting for him. When he joins. We don't hear you. We don't hear you. What? No.
That's why. Oh, you can't. See, you can't.
I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, I hear you.
Never do that again. No embarrass yourself like that again now.
Yo, kick this man.
You already know who it is. It's Juan Whitey, Juan that Nigerian Prince / King. And to the left of me, I have Mr. Joseph Knight.
Hey, it's Joseph. If you know me, you know me. I'm that guy from that other show that was similar to this show, but it's not really the same show, but it is the same show. Hi, I'm back.
All right, people didn't need to know all that. And then underneath, we have Mr. Uzair, who's actually a guest today on the Mesh. Uzair, would you like Uzair or Ozzy Malik? Because it says Ozzy Malik.
Right? Whatever works, man. It is your man, because Sadie.
This whole government out, Juan. Damn.
I mean, it was right there, like legit, right there. You see how yours says Joseph?
But you said Uzair. Now people know his name was Uzair. Now it's over.
I was trying to hide from the government, but now you exposed me, bro.
I mean, they got your social security, so.
Nah.
Did they really?
I was hiding, bro. I was hiding. I was under the radar.
Yeah. All right, and so Lita, she had to work today, so she won't be joining us for this show. She'll be joining us next show. But even though that she's not here for this show, she did leave some voice notes for me. So she did talk about some of the topics. So I will be playing her voice notes, as if she's here. So she's here, but she's not here. And then
in spirit.
Yes, she is. She's here in spirit and voice. And Adeline Lease, I have no idea where she is. Hopefully she'll join in a little later. She is supposed to be here. If not, she'll be here next week's episode as well. So we are going to get into our first topic. And this topic kind of like just grinds my gears a little bit, for the simple fact that why is it that everything that men do, right? It's and specifically Black men, there's always some sort of labeled slap on the action. So whether if a guy shows emotion, he's labeled as gay. If he eats hot dogs, he's gay. If he walks down the street wrong, he's gay. I mean, if he wears certain shoes, he's gay. I mean, just why is it that we as Black men, like, we just can't do nothing without having that labeled slap? And I also want to ask another question. Does gay even have a behavior for you to say, hey, well, this person's gay because of off their actions? So I'm going to play the voice note off of, what Lita said, because, the conversation can't always dive and go somewhere else. And she did only give me like one voice note. It's not like she could give me her whole opinion. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to play it. Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up. I got like 3 phones here. Bear with me.
Yo, he's got the business phone, personal phone,
trap phone,
booty call phone.
All right, this is Lita's opinion.
Why does everything Black men specifically do is considered gay, and does gay have a specific behavior? Gay does not have a behavior. Gay is a sexual orientation. So I hate, okay? I hate when people deem men, especially Black men, gay just because they might dibble and dabble in something that's not the societal masculine norm. So, example, right? A debate that I've had in the past is, does a man getting his behind licked on, does that make him gay? And a lot of people feel like it does. And I'm like, it does not. I'm tired of a man being deemed gay based on what he enjoys. Gay is a sexual orientation. That means that you are only into the same sex. So there's no fucking way that you could sit here and deem a man gay and demasculate him just because he might like to get his ass ate, or because he might like to wear black nail polish, or because he might, hang out with women. It's like, Stop that. Stop demasculating our black men, because guess what? That's what the white oppressors used to do back in the days. They used to demasculate our men. They used to, you know what I'm saying, embarrass them and make them feel some type of way in front of many others, to embarrass them and to strip away their masculinity. And so that has trampled into society. And so now society attacks men, specifically black men, whenever they do something that might be a little bit outside of the box and that might be a little bit feminine. And that's not fair. And I just also feel like it's an offense to the gay man, because get the fuck out of here. Like, a gay man will look at a trade and be like, bitch, you ain't one of us for real, for real. Get the fuck out my face with that shit. So stop doing that. Stop deeming these men as gay. Gay does not have a fucking behavior. And until someone tells you themselves what their sexual orientation is, leave your little biased opinion out of it and let these men live, especially our black men. Period.
Now that last note, I didn't even like, I was playing it back and I didn't even hear all that. But okay, Lita. She always saying a mouthful without saying a mouthful. Like, so what do you guys do? Do you guys agree exactly with what she said? We're gonna start with Joseph.
Do I think gay has behavior? No. And why do black men keep like having like getting demasculated for certain acts? Because I remember me and Juwan were talking about this. I think after the last show, you said it was a post and some dude was like, "Oh yeah, wash my ass." That's some gay shit. I'll never do that shit. I feel like that was a joke, and I feel like he was just taking it to the extreme. Maybe he was trying to make some commentary on like that kind of behavior. But like, if he was serious, bro, if washing your ass is gay, I don't know what to tell y'all, honestly. And it's certain other things like, keeping your nails clean, making sure your skin is like moisturized, that's gay. Taking care of your hair, that's gay. So taking care of your health, that's gay too. Making sure you're trying to stay alive, that's gay. Breathing, that's gay too. Walking, you walking with your friends, that's gay.
For black men, yes.
You walking with your friends, black, chill with your friends, eating, talking, that's gay.
Watching movies with a friend.
That's shit. That's
that's homo. That's
the gayest shit you can do. Wow. Oh, that's real gay. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I can't. I don't know where it stems from. I don't get that, bro. I think the earliest time I can remember is like high school, middle school. I think we all can remember that, like back in elementary school, they're calling. I think that kind of maybe like got attached. People attached to that behavior, maybe.
10 more seconds.
Well, yeah, I don't know. That's it. That's it.
All right, Joseph. Uzair, what are your thoughts on this?
All right. So it was Alita, right? That sent the voice note. So I definitely agree with her. To the point where, when it comes to behavior, I don't think gay is a behavior in any way, because there's the most of the masculine men could be gay and vice versa, right? Feminine. However, I would say that there has been this like stigma that started way before the time, right? Like we've kind of moving forward from this whole thing, but back then when you acted a little feminine or you did a little something, you were considered, oh, that guy's probably gay because he does this and that, right? And I'm not talking back then, like way back in the day, like 10 years ago it was the case, like you said, middle school, high school days, where somebody showed a little affection, like a guy showed a little affection to his friend, like, yo, bro, I love you, bro. Now yo, it's gay, yo, oh, say no homo. You had to add a no homo at the end of everything, which was like, because everybody was super just like fragile to that. So I agree with her. There is no such thing as a behavior for gay. However, people still have that mentality because they've kind of, since they've been through it so much, it's kind of like a brainwash pattern now, that they still have that mentality where they see something, they're like, yo, that guy might be gay, or that guy might not be gay, Like I've been mistaken for quote unquote being gay once or twice, because of the way I used to act, because like I was, I would have this feminine trait, and then that would add insecurities into me. Because, I'm not gay, what am I doing wrong, or whatever, even though that's nothing wrong with being gay, it's just that's not your sexual orientation. So I definitely agree with what she said. I'm 100% on board with that.
I also want to add on to what you just said. You said that you've been mistaken, right?
Mm-hmm.
That can ruin somebody's reputation. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with being gay, but falsely labeling somebody can definitely ruin their reputation. You don't know exactly what that person is going through mentally. You know, you telling everybody, oh, you know, he's gay because he acts like this, or he does that, or he gets his toes done.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just like getting my toes done. I mean, I like taking care of my feet. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What if I'm a foot model? I get paid for this shit. Want my money?
Money.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The football.
There's another thing, right? Like, I'm sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
So there's another thing with taking care of yourself. So I'm really big on that. You know, I have all these products and stuff like creams and shit. You know,
they're not paying us, so you can't be showing it.
Yeah.
There's no logo. But like I have stuff, right? And so, and you know, I used to work at a cosmetic store. I had long hair. I took care of my hair. And I feel like people could also miss, like you said, right? You're just taking care of yourself, your skin, you want to look good. And that's the end of it. You know, it has nothing to do with whether or not a person is gay or not. And I think that's where I feel like people just carried it on from years ago and they're just still not ready to let it go, I guess.
But in order for a change to come, you gotta let go of the past,
Mm-hmm.
let it go and move on to a brighter future. I mean, it's to the point where y'all don't even want to eat hot dogs no more at a barbecue. That's a signature dish at a barbecue is a hot dog. And now I can't eat a hot dog in public because what they call it, gizzy.
Funny as shit.
Lizzie, I don't get that.
Because people were dead eating hot dogs before that word came out. And as soon as that word came out, now
tell me-
I got hot dog. That's good.
You tell me I own if I own a hot dog stand in New York, I'm out of business. It's over.
Yeah, you're out of business. You can't.
So like, damn, bro.
Can't
Everybody walking by you saying like, hey yo, hey yo. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm just trying to make a
Yo,
business.
pause. Say pause, bro. Say pause. All right.
That's mad gay. Eating hot dog, that's mad gay, bro.
So, of course, I agree. You already know I got to give my 2 cents in. Of course, I agree that gay, there's no such thing as gay. If I was to hand you a script right now and tell you that your character is gay, you will have no actions for that specific character because you'll be like, okay, what the fuck does gay act like? I mean, of course, you'll do the stereotypical, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything for the simple fact that. And another thing, why is it that white men can sit over here and do everything underneath the sun and it's okay, it's cool, like they can literally dress up and drag? Like when I was in junior high school, my teacher, she was talking about her friend's husband does drag shows for money, but he has a wife and kids at home. So I'm like, you know, we all kind of looked at it like, what? But it's like it's accepted. Like it's like, okay, white people, we can do whatever we want to do, and it's kind of like, yo, bro, yeah, no, it's just that's Timmy. But then the moment that we do it, it's like, yo, you're gay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I don't get that. And I want to move on to the next specific topic because it is along the lines of the LGBTQ community. It's the non-binary people, the people that are non-binary. And my question is, do we feel like it's becoming too much? And so I'm going to start with Lita again, because like I said, the conversation could always turn into a different field. So we're going to get what Lita says. Come on through, Lita. What's your ideas?
When it comes to Black women's role,
Wrong voice.
The question. She talking about I'm like, no, what?
Listen, I ain't gonna have it in order, okay?
Black, I'm like, oh, okay.
like, I know it's funny because I know a lot of LGBTQ members of the community who do not agree with the non-binary thing. They feel like even if you're trans, you're still either him or her, she or he. Me personally, if anybody knows anything about me, I'm very big on just live and let people live. If somebody tells me they're not a him, her, she, he, and they're just a them, they are there, I'm just going to have to respect that. I might not understand it fully, but I'm just going to respect it. I'm just going to, engrave it in my brain to make sure I refer to you as them over there, them over there, that person. You see that person over there? Them? Who? Them. That's what I'm going to do. It is what it is. Like, what the fuck? So I don't really have an opinion on it. I just think that, I mean, if that's what they want, then just give it to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's what they want, then just, that's what it is. If they want to be referred to as non-binary, that's what I'll do. But in terms of just society in general, people not agreeing with it, people being confused, I could totally understand that. I could totally see why. Because it's like, all right, even trans is either he, she, him, or her. Now I can't call you any of those things. So I could see where society would be so confused. But me personally, I just respect it. I just respect their wishes. That's all.
All right, Miss Lita. She's really good. She's awesome. So Ozzy, we're gonna start with you. What exactly are your thoughts with the non-binary movement that is going on?
So like for one, yeah, if somebody like she said wants to live however they want to live, that's fine. However, you cannot control how person will react to it. Like for instance, let's just say if I'm made once that let's just say if somebody is going as non-binary, right? But they go through some horrible crime and they pass away, whatever. Hypothetical situation, and a cop comes in and they have to identify that person, right? They're not gonna sit there and be like, oh, a non-binary person. They'll be like, oh, this old male or female, such a victim on the ground, and yada yada, right? Because it's all like, also it has to do with just the organs that a person carries, right? Like sometimes when somebody's born, they don't go, congratulations, it's non-binary. They go, hey, it's a boy or it's a girl, right? Sure, at the end of the day, once you get old enough, you want to call yourself non-binary and go as that, and like, for sure, I respect the way you live, but however, you also have to respect the fact that if somebody doesn't accept it, you cannot try and control and change them to do it. Because at the end of the day, there was another thing we were talking about where it was relationships in general, right? Let's just say a guy, right, that's considered, okay, sure, that guy's gay and he has a gay relationship. Oh, well, there's a cat.
Yeah, no, I'm so sorry. I was like,
I saw that. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
I don't want people
and,
thinking, there's a
I
roach or
was
something.
bugging out, bro. I was like,
but let's just say there's a guy dating a non-binary person. Would that be considered a gay relationship or a straight relationship? Or
See, so now,
and if it is considered gay, then you're kind of labeling them as a man, right?
so
Whoever is non-binary.
So then exactly my point that I wanted to make also is that I feel like with the non-binaries, I do feel like you kind of I feel like you're trying to get rid of the natural terms of like male and female. Like we know biologically that men have certain body parts, and we know biologically that female have certain body parts. That's why we labeled them male and female, because they go through different functions. It's just like what you said when you use the example of death occurring. They're not going to say, oh, non-binary. They're going to say male or female. You cannot tell me specifically, oh yeah, well, I want you to refer to me as they, them, and I'm supposed to switch my definition of what I originally learned they, them to be. And, I used it in countless essays and all of these. This is the English language, because you want your own satisfaction. I will respect you, of course, 100%, and I'll call you by your name. Whatever your name is or whatever name that you want to be called, that's on your birth certificate, I will definitely call that. But I'm not going to switch my vocabulary. You can't force people to switch the vocabulary of something that they're used to. And I think that it starts to become a little bit too much for the average person, because yes, you want to accept people for who they are, but then we also have to be a little bit realistic. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just wouldn't. I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to change my definition of it. Like I said, I still respect you. I don't have no problems with you, but I'm just not changing what
exactly. And then let's just say, I mean, everybody has lived on, with this, the two gender role, right? And then somebody is non-binary, there has to be a slip up at one point, right? At one point, somebody would be like, oh, he or she, and then that person could potentially get angry at you, but that's just how
my gender.
exactly. And then you're just there like, yo, like we're not really trying to impose a gender on you because you don't want to live as like any gender. That being said, you cannot impose hey, there's no such thing as gender, period.
Exactly. You just can't do it. If you want fairness, you got to be fairness for all. You have to understand it, and it's just something that's that you have to respect. I was going to legit say something, and I lost my train of thought. Isn't that the best thing? Joseph, what are your thoughts on?
I'm in agreement with both you guys. I agree that well, with leader's point about like everyone should have the right to live. For me, I'm kind of like halfway with you guys. Like, if say I have a friend who has a friend of theirs who is non-binary, if they tell me before I meet them, like, hey, they're non-binary, they prefer they or them, I'll refer to them as they or them. Now, if I'm at work, someone walks in, looks like a guy, and I say, hey, sir, how can I help you? And he goes, I actually prefer to be called not they or them. If he gets mad at me, I'm gonna, I'm probably gonna say something back. You know what I mean? If I don't know you, I don't know what's going on in your personal life, what you identify as off rip. I'm just gonna go off what I see. So if I see a man, I'm gonna say for it to message him or him or his. I don't know why I said that. If it's a woman, her or him, her. Wow, I'm bugging out. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean. Listen, y'all know what I mean. I know what I mean.
Give you 30 seconds.
Him and her.
Also, I want to also.
This whole topic is confusing. That's why. But anyway, like I can't identify a they or them from which I could.
Because what does a they or them look like? You know what I'm saying? When you actually look at the definition,
Looks like a person. I'm like they're them.
If you say, I'll say to you, they went to the store. What are you thinking I'm gonna say? Two people went to the store. Two or more individuals went to the store. Correct?
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Why would I use that in a single sentence? So what I'm also trying to get at too is that wouldn't that be a kind of a contradiction to the LGBTQ community? Because they're based off of love who you love, right? That's been like the center of that whole entire movement is love who you love. You know, it doesn't matter who it is, just be happy. That's been the movement. Now, when you get rid of that, then there is no LGBTQ community. There is no hetero community. There's just none of that. Then it's just spirits and bodies just together. I mean, you're gonna have to put a label on something. We have to know what it is. You know what I'm saying? There has to be some sort of definition.
I think we live in an age where everyone wants to be acknowledged for who they are and what they believe, whatever form that takes. So I'm not surprised that this is happening, that this is a thing, and that it's becoming so prevalent in society at this. I just wish I didn't have to be so involved in it. You know what I mean? Like why do no offense to anyone who's non-binary, but like why do I have to get screamed at for calling it as I see it? Not like saying like, you could if you look like a man and you are wearing like female clothing, I'm gonna assume you want me to refer to you as her. You know what I mean? Unless you don't want that either. But like if you're dressed like a dude, wearing dude clothes, and you look like a dude, and I call you, I say, give you a dude pronoun, and you attack me, that's never happened.
It could.
Okay, what's going on? Rights, equal rights, or whatever. I'm gonna say something back. You might have to fight. If you have to fight, if it has to get violent, I'm saying
Put them up. You gotta get your
burger later. Wait,
you gotta get your Shake Shack later. Put them up.
Stop telling people. I'm joking. Now, but you see these videos where people assume someone's gender and they get, they
yeah. It's like, why are you so uptight and so angry and so upset? Listen, we're all different. We're all made differently. We are all raised differently, and we're meant to come together to share. Yes, of course, our backgrounds, our our communities, where we came through, our experiences of life. Yes, we're able to share that with each other. That doesn't mean that you have to now join into my experiences. No, my experience is my experience. I'm not gonna get mad at you for sitting over here questioning my experiences, because of course you have questions. I mean, people do naturally. I don't think it should come down to people being offended or upset. Like now, when it gets to that point, like, oh, it's they, them, and I feel really hurt. Calm down, miss, because now you're like really doing too much. I'm trying to respect you.
Yes.
But I think there's a way to do it without it hasn't had to be so confrontational. Like,
exactly. I mean, look, you could have somebody. You could have be like,
educated.
Yeah.
Like I said, like if I have a friend and they have a friend who's non-binary and they we're gonna meet up somehow and they talk to me before, like, hey, they refer to do that out of respect to that person and my friend, I'm gonna refer to them as that. But a complete stranger, I don't know you from a whole. I really don't know you.
This is
So
why
I see what I see, bro.
I agree.
This or
I'll
this.
just say. So we're going to move on to the next topic.
Bet. I didn't want to say while you're looking for the topic that I do, agree with the respect their wishes, but also like I said, you also gotta respect the other person's wishes, and that's it. If you want to be called they them, I will 100% try to call you that. That being said, there might be slip ups. I'm just human.
I might.
I mean, I'm gonna be real, man. That's just the case. Everybody might slip here and there.
No, people slip up. It's
Yeah.
a normal human thing. Nobody's trying to be funny. But we're gonna move on to the next topic. So it's called what are the roles of Black women, and why do they always have to come to the rescue? Why do they always have to come to the rescue of Black men? Which should have really been. And we're gonna use Kanye as an example. But before we begin that, you know who has to pop on in, right?
Leader.
Oh,
There we go. See, look, Ozzy's a guest today, and you don't even know.
I'm on top of this.
listen, man. She's been surprising me that she's not on the show, but keeps speaking somehow. I'm just amazed, honestly.
What? Yo.
She's not here, but she's here.
Yeah, that's
Next episode is our subs. Our subs a thing. Our subs subs hurt people's feelings.
She definitely gives.
Can we actually do that though? Cause
we definitely can. But give me. All right, we're about to play leader stuff.
I'm sorry. Go.
When it comes to Black women's role in families, communities, society, I feel like the only role a Black woman has is to stay Black and fucking die. Honestly, because stay Black, take care of your kids, take care of your man as long as he's take care of you, help those who help you, help your community around you, of your people, and keep it pushing. The thing is, though, they as in society expects Black women to cape for Black men whenever they in some shit. But I feel like as much as I think that should happen, it's kind of hard to really stick to that because Black men are not caping for Black women as a whole. You got the sprinkle good apples of Black men who will cape for us, but majority of Black men won't, and there's way too many examples of that. So to me, I find it quite comical when people look to Black women to be the savior and to be the rescue. And it's like, even with Kanye need a Black wife to help him. No, fuck that. He picked his motherfucking, what this bitch is, Albanian? Some shit.
Yo.
And Black women have no business in that. They mind your business. You take care of your family over here. Let them handle that over there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like the rhetoric of like, oh my God, Black women, we need you. No, fuck y'all, because y'all keep thinking that we so strong and so like powerful, and it's like we need you. No, y'all don't. Y'all don't need us. What y'all need to do is handle your own shit and let us be docile and victims sometimes too. God damn, we need a break. Shit.
Yeah, I love her. The way she just speaks is so. Yeah, I love it. I'll take the lead on this one. I definitely do 100% agree that Black women are usually, you know me, I defend Black women to the 100% to the teeth. But Black women are usually put on a back burner when it comes down to Black men. And whenever Black men get into some sort of sticky situation, they always look for Black women as, for a rescue, hey, damn, should have really, took your advice, or, I know you would have held it down, but then you bashed them. Like, for example, Kanye West, he said that he chose his wife. That's his wife. That's his preference. Go ahead and do your thing. She doesn't know how to handle your mental health. Your mom was a Black woman. She was the closest thing to, I'm going to say, about help that you're getting, that you need now, that you were getting back then. You know what I'm saying? She kept you in line. She kept you in check. She kept you in order. And so, Joseph, we're going to start with you.
Like Lita said, in a family, the role of Black women is the role of, if you, traditionally, because, life is different now. the woman is the mother. She's supposed to take care of the kids, make sure they're clean, fed, all that, blah, 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 blah. Why a black woman expected to come to the rescue? I think they should come to the rescue of their husband if he's in a sticky situation, and they're in a healthy relationship, and that's they're the healthy familial unit that they're supposed to be. They're the team that they're supposed to be. If Kanye's dating married to an Armenian woman, I don't think a black woman's supposed to come to his rescue. His wife should come help him out.
That's what people are saying though.
I don't think a black woman needs to come to a black man's rescue if he's not involved with her in any way. Especially like what you said, he was bashing her when she was trying to hold him down, and then now he's in a fucked up situation. He wants to go back, if that's what you're saying. I don't think black women should come to the rescue of a random black man. I think if a black man gets into a fucked up situation, he should get himself out of it.
But let me ask you a question. Because you say that. So when we look at history, right, and we see time and time again, especially when it came down to us trying to fight for freedom, us just naturally being slaves, and even like in Jamaica, black women were always on the front line. Like each movement, you see black women on the front line. And I think the bigger picture here is that why is it that black women have to be on the front line every single time whenever something happens to, per se? We don't even have to be black men. It could just be any issue. Because even with feminism, they was again on the front lines, and their views was overlooked. And that's when womanism started. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, why is it that they're always used to fight a battle, but then not appraised for the actions that was taking place? And they do it cold heart and willing, you know what I'm saying? Without a doubt, without a question.
I think it stems from a lot of different factors. The self-hate that was enforced on us during slave times. A lot of, left a lot of scars that we're still healing from. We still have a lot of broken black households, single parent households. It's a whole bunch of things, Juwan. I wish I.
Why they like this? What'd I do? Okay, so Ozzy, what are your thoughts?
So I would like to just go out and say, right, I can't 100% relate to the part where a person is black, obviously, right? Because I'm not black, so I wouldn't exactly know. So my ancestors, came from Africa, and I get that. I've done the tests, they were African farmers, so I have it in me. But you know what I mean, right? When it comes down to it, I won't be 100% able to know the situation. I could try and empathize with it, but I won't 100% know what it's like to be that. That being said, obviously we know that black people get systematically oppressed, and then also women get oppressed. So when you add that together, that's like double the oppression, and it's like it's insane to them. Because for one, like you said, the Kanye situation, I just want to go off the record. Kanye went ahead, downplayed slavery, and then talked crap about, was it Rosa Parks or was it
Harriet Tubman?
Harriet Tubman, yeah. And I'm just kind of like, what? And then on top of that, if somebody's like, a black woman has to come save him, so you're out of your mind. I don't know why you would even say that. First of all, he didn't choose a black woman, right? His family needs to save him. Yeah, he needs help. I agree, but there's no way somebody's gonna go out of their way and help somebody that doesn't help them in just basic principles, right? Like, I'm not gonna expect somebody to come out of the street to help me, some Pakistani girl to come help me if I'm going through trouble when my wife isn't helping me. That's just not gonna work, So I definitely don't. I don't think people should be blaming black women for whatever the hell is Kanye going through. That's Kanye's department. His family's department. His friends could try and help him, but that's the end of it, I think. And if he doesn't want any help, you're not gonna. There's no way to. First thing is acceptance. You have to accept the fact that there's something wrong with you, in order to go through all you have to go through. That being said, yeah, I do it's clear we had the conversation about people picking other genders over black women because not because they want to pick the other races over black women or other skin tones over black women, not because they want to pick other skin tones, but because they don't prefer, like, they don't like something about a black woman. That shouldn't be the case. You shouldn't pick another race or other skin tone by downplaying black. That should not never be the case, right? You should pick somebody because you're into them, you like them, whatever.
5 more seconds.
Cool. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna call it right there. That was a good point.
Yo, I was going. Yo, he went past the 2 minutes, and then I was like, okay, no, let me let him spit. Let me let him spit. I definitely wholeheartedly agree. It's just, I feel like black women are gems. They are just the best of the best, honestly, and they will really rock with you. They would really rock with you. Promise you that. They would. My mom was one. Okay. I just feel like they're not tools to be used. You know, they're not tools to be used. Don't damage them. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of situations that's going on out here in the world where we see black women having to fight for love and affection from somebody, and it's like you don't have to fight for that. That should already be a given to you. You know what I'm saying? That's not something that you have to, go out all your way to be seen and noticed. And that's how they feel in the society, is that they're never seen, they're never noticed until something happens, and now all of a sudden you need me to bail you out. It's like that one person, that one sugar dad or sugar mom. You're in a situation, you call them that one time, like, yo, listen, give me like 50,000, I gotta get out of jail.
50,000.
You know what I'm saying? I like the number 50,000. I don't know why I don't like. I like that number, but
I would like it too in my bank. I would.
I want a little bit more than that in my bank. But okay, so we're gonna get into this next topic. It's marriage, right? And Uzair, you had some thoughts about marriage just being a piece of paper. So I want you to definitely dive deep into your opinion about marriage being a piece of paper. And everybody is open to rebuttaling. Oh, actually, first, before we start with you, we're gonna Khalida.
Play leaders, yeah.
Lita, we can't forget about Lita. We can't forget about Lita.
To me, I mentioned this last time, marriage is not just a piece of paper. Marriage is many of things. Marriage is a union. Marriage is a business arrangement. Marriage is a contract. You know what I'm saying? Marriage is based on love sometimes, nowadays not so much, but sometimes. And so there's a lot that goes into marriage. And the most imperative part of marriage is becoming a union. You guys are one. There's one last name for the two of you. That's if the woman doesn't keep her own last name. But yeah, so you are one. And there's a lot that comes with that. And I don't think it's just a piece of paper when it comes down to life and death, sweetie, it ain't your mama and it ain't your daddy that's going to be making those decisions. It's me. And that's beyond just a piece of paper. You feel me? So I don't think it's just a piece of paper. It's definitely a union.
All right. Zazie, I know that you have to rebuttal that. Go ahead.
All right. So I would just like to go ahead and say I respect everyone's mindset on it. Everybody has a different look on marriage. Mine, paperwork is mainly because of the fact that I could spend the rest of my life with someone and not be married with them, and still have that same experience, right? At the end of the day, we could still be considered one. Sure, we may not have the same last name, but I could still live with you and, be with you till the day I die and not be married to you. So that's where my mindset comes in when it comes to it being just paperwork, because beyond that, to me, it's just like, all right, now if you want to get tax breaks, let's do it. I mean, sure, if I'm dating somebody, I'm deeply in love with them and they want to get married, I'll probably do it for them. I personally don't ever think about marriage because to me, it's just kind of like, whatever, to me, it's like, hey, I'm going to spend the rest of my life with you one way or the other. So I don't really think too much about I need to seal it in some way because my intentions are there. It's pure. It's there, goes, marriage is more than that, and I respect that because everybody has different reasons, right? There's religious reasons people want to get married, be, well, like be one, and there's religions involved. Like my culture, there's a lot of religion involved when it comes to marriage, and I respect that. Everybody, like I said, has different reasons. So that's my point of view on marriage, because at the end of the day, I'm going to spend the rest of my life with you one way or the other. So I just think of it as tax breaks.
So I respect your opinion, Uzier. I do. I feel like marriage is deeper than just a piece of paper. Reasons being is because I want us to be one, and I want us to have the same last name. I want us to be literally solidified. It's more of a deeper understanding and a deeper connection. Reason being is because my parents have been married 35 years, about to go on 36. So they've been married a really, really long time. And honestly, I could say through watching that journey of the little 24 years that I was on this earth, watching them, you just like, you could see something different. It's like you could see the spirit of they're one united spirit. They're on the same accord. You know what I'm saying? It's not just, oh, okay, well, we'll get tax cuts and tax breaks and da 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 da, and we're going home free, and that's just it. No, I feel like it's, you guys are genuinely one, and it's just like what Lita said. Something happens to you. Your mom's not gonna make the decision. Your dad's not gonna make the decision. Your family members aren't gonna make that decision. That person that you are married to is going to make that decision. And it also even comes down to, like, for example, when you have kids, you leave a legacy, and then that legacy goes to the kids. It's something like that, because what if something did happen to you or to that other person? You know what I'm saying? What are we supposed to be left with? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's much more deeper than just tax breaks, because I feel like people who are genuinely in love wouldn't think of it in that type of, in that sense. I feel like it's really more of a deeper connection. Like, can you really genuinely commit to me? Because I don't want to be a boyfriend and girlfriend or whatever. I want to be more. I want to be married. I want to have that ring. Yeah. And the money. Let me stop. I'm joking. That was a joke. But Joseph, what are your thoughts?
Comes with it.
If they're rich.
To me, I think a marriage is what the two people have agreed on it to be. For me personally, I want the marriage to be a sacred union between two people in sickness and in health, till death do us part. All that. I want that. But I think I would have to be sure that person wants that with me. You know what I mean? Because we're seeing a lot of nowadays, a lot of marriages aren't what they used to be. Now they're open marriages. Now they marry, but everyone gets a piece. So everyone gets a chance to be entangled in this marriage. You get it, because that but I think it just depends on what the people agreed on it. It could be just a piece of paper that because a marriage, it can be a business deal. Low key, that's a business move. If you think about it, it could be a publicity stunt between two celebrities sometimes. They get quote unquote married, and then they get boosted up. They get more deals now because they're the hot talk. Also your assets are getting. I'm not saying all marriages are like that. I'm not saying that's the main purpose of a marriage.
I was just breathing.
Oh, okay. I thought you were about to say something, because you be saying some things. But it's people's merging assets. Being married, it's financially pretty smart if if it goes the right way the whole time. It's also a financially dumb decision when you'll get that divorce and she get half your shit.
Unless you sign a prenup.
Exactly.
Which more and more is happening. More and more prenups are being signed, and less divorces are happening.
I'm gonna say this right now. Y'all can slay me right now. You can kill me right now. I'm making sure she signed that prenup, bro. That's facts, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you can sign a prenup. It's not like, that's why I said, like, it's more than just that, because there's other options into it. If you guys are really, really invested in this is something that y'all want to do. I mean, of course, obviously half my assets is going to be yours, but because that's just me loving you as a individual. But there are a lot of gold diggers that are out here, and I am one, not gonna lie. So there are a lot of gold diggers that are out here.
He is one. He's a
you know what I'm saying? So there are a lot of them out here in the streets that do want to get married.
It's like we've seen it recently. Dr. Dre, he lost half his shit.
Yep.
Well, that's because
Jeff Bezos ain't lose shit, bro.
He
We're
didn't
not
lose
talking
shit,
about it.
but-
He didn't lose shit.
but his wife got that. He got that money.
Man
bro.
could buy half the world and still be rich.
I'm weak. That's
Probably the whole world, man. I haven't done the math yet.
Someone
But see,
else recently. Someone else got their shit. They
Yeah.
really can't afford to.
So
do
that's the thing, right? If you notice, divorce rates are lower mainly because of the fact that people are signing more and more prenups. You know, because at the end of the day, right, prenups could be an issue to someone because they're like, oh, you don't think we're gonna last? But I don't think people should see it that way. I think people should see prenups more like we're gonna last no matter what. So what's the deal? Sign a prenup. It's not gonna make a difference.
and that's it. That's what I'm also talking about marriage. It's like, okay, so if we're gonna be together forever, what's the purpose? Like, why not just, you know what I'm saying? Like, why not do it? But what happened?
No. I also want to say, like, make sure you're not just marrying someone who's fighting spiritually right for you too. Because the worst thing that can happen to me is I get trapped in a fucked up marriage with someone I hate, bro.
Toxic marriage.
That's the whole purpose. Like, I wouldn't recommend somebody getting married like 3 months of knowing.
Yeah.
That's a bad move.
Yeah.
Because as soon as that first year hit, you get a whole different person that
That's
you
what
had
I'm
no idea existed, bro.
So it's like
Yeah.
when I talk about marriage, obviously it's when y'all really connected on a mental, physical, emotional, financial level. Like, y'all really are not financial, but y'all really are like one.
And financially too.
Financial, because we don't know, currency could change. We don't know how long money's gonna last. We don't know.
Gold.
Man, he said
I got the same amount of gold bars.
Exactly. Like, it could be whatever.
We're gonna go back to a barter system. We're gonna
I hope so, because I got food that I want to trade.
I low key want to become a farmer and trade some goats and cows and shit.
I want to piggyback off of Juwan's point just now, right? He just said you become one. That's the person, right? So that's where my mindset's at, right? If that's already there, then to me now it's like the only thing left is tax breaks.
No.
I got everything there.
No.
That's my mindset off there, because I would personally have that. I'm like, look, hey, we have this, we have what a marriage would have. Just sure we don't got the names or whatever. And the thing, like I said, like if I'm deeply in love with this girl and we've been together forever, and her dream is to have this ginormous wedding or whatever, I will give it to her. Because at the end of the day, I'm spending the rest of my life with you, so it doesn't matter to me either or, because it's a big deal to you, and I understand that, and I would respect that. If that's what you want to spend the rest of our lives, sure, I'll give you that, But at the end of the day, that's really it. Like, I personally don't go, one day I want to get married, like I don't think about that at all.
And I get that. I understand, your picture is more so the business side of marriage, like
Capricorn.
I'm saying, like, that's not something that you would necessarily partake in, which is understandable. But I'm saying from on a deeper level, it's like, yes, we are connected as one, and that signature of us changing your last name to mine, because I ain't changing my last name. You changing your last name.
What about hyphen? Juwan, Wyatt, hyphen, something else.
No, I'm not. No, I like Juwan. But we solidify that into, we just signed that, like, okay, no, this is really it. Like, we are really one now. Of course, a prenup will be involved.
Not taking my money.
Nah, bro, on some real shit though. Like, if I say prenup, the word prenup leaves my mouth, and I see one bead of sweat, I'm out, bro.
One bead of sweat. I mean, what if they signed the
How would
prenup?
you say that?
A little bit nervous, bro. I'm out, bro.
Why? But what if they signed the prenup?
It's a setup.
But what if they sign
Take
it?
my shit. I just take my shit. You have my shit.
She's signing it. Yo, you're sweating too much. I'm out. See you later.
It's like,
Signing it.
is that your real name? Is that your actual signature? I know you're trying to set me up. I know you're trying to set me up.
That's wild, bro. This man is like, this
But like,
a 10-year
in
relationship
all honesty,
because
I
she's
think that's
sweating a little bit.
I think that's what you need to be worried about, though. Is being set up.
But see, the thing
Yeah,
is,
but that's why she's signing it. You think she's gonna give her mom's signature there? Like,
It's a joke.
I know.
And then on top of that, okay, like, because people talk about being set up, and I had an argument with somebody. Literally, they was telling me like, oh yeah, well, sometimes people like really like hold on to the act for a long time. And I'm like, a
True.
person that, this generation, I know this generation is not really the type of generation that would really
hold someone down for real.
Not even that. They're just very impatient. This generation is very impatient. We need everything now. You're not gonna hold on, you're not gonna hold your character, that fake persona, on for too long. Like, I mean, I give it take 3 to 4 years, you're gonna show me who you really are. That's just me saying that. But
it's either that or you've converted by now. It's 4 years. It's been
that's
4
what
years.
so it's like I mean, for me, I already know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I plan on getting married probably 7 years down the line. I mean, like 7 years of knowing somebody down the line. And I'll figure everything out about them, and then that's when we could.
I think that's a perfect number.
Yeah. Some people get married really, really quick, fast. I don't know how they do that.
I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes you legit know that's the person.
Not off of 3 months though.
Sometimes it's a strange world we live in, Juwan.
That's when you get the thick prenup when it's been 3 months. The prenup this thick right here.
I'm dead.
No, but that really get me tight. Like when people be saying that, because I heard that like on multiple. Sometimes you don't know. And then that's why you end up in situations that you in. You didn't know that this bitch was a serial killer. You just now finding out.
I'm not saying that after 3 months I'm gonna get married. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna take my damn time getting to know you before I'm like.
That's why this generation.
We'll see, Joseph. We'll see.
That's why this generation is in the shithole that they in, because they do that shit. They're very impatient when it comes down to a relationship.
Yeah. It's the idea of love. It's not actually being in love. It's a romanticizing, because people grew up watching all these movies and shit, and they think the movie is real life. And bro, come on.
And we all know that being in a toxic relationship is the cool thing to be in right now, bro. We all know.
Yo, toxic. I don't get toxic relations, bro. If you're toxic to me, there's the door, man. Please go.
Bye. Like I said in the last video.
I just don't get it. Some people are like, but I love them. You can still love them and not be with them because they're bad for you.
Because they don't love themselves, Ozzy. That's why.
But the thing is, then you got to take some time to really be by yourself, so that way you know what you can deal with. That's why I always promote dating. Dating, really, there's dating, and then there's exclusive dating. Okay, let me give y'all the gems. Okay.
You want to give? Okay. Dating 101. Let me give my notebook.
So get your book. Are y'all ready? Y'all ready? Whoever's watching, also get your notebooks too. Okay. So there's something called there's no such thing as a talking stage. Okay, talking is for kids.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
When you hit a certain age and your hair starts to grow on your face, you know what I'm saying? You got hair on your chest, you can start to date. And dating basically means that you are dating multiple people. So there's nothing wrong with that. Dating multiple people just means that you are figuring out what you like and what your dislikes are. You know what I'm saying? You are vibing with people, seeing what energies are, seeing what it is with you, experiencing things with yourself as well, figuring out your likes and your dislikes. Then when you find that one specific person, you can date exclusively. Now you're seeing that person over and over and over again. Y'all starting to really connect on an even more deeper level. Then that's when you get into the whole relationship stage. Now we're together. We're together because we connected when we were dating. Now we're dating exclusively, because now it's just me and you, and now we're in a relationship. So
sorry, go ahead.
So those steps do take a little bit of time. It just depends on how much time you're willing to invest, because when you date, you start to realize shit. What was your question, Ozzy?
Well, I was just gonna piggyback off your shit. Basically, I used to be that one person who's like, nah, man, I'll date one person at a time, and because I'm this guy who likes to give it all into one. And honestly, sometimes you can come out too strong doing that too. But that being said, that's probably not the right way to go about it anymore. Maybe back in the day used to be the thing, but nowadays everything is so much more accessible. Right? You just right off the phone you can find dates. And it's so much more accessible that you could expect like 100% expect somebody to be dating more than one person at the moment, to figure out what's best for them. And I think if that's the case, you should probably do the same for yourself and not worry too much about what's going on there. And if it leads down the door, the same door where you guys end up in a relationship or get exclusives, then great, But nowadays, to be exclusive, you have to really just put it out there. Let them know that, hey, it's hit the point. Are we going to get exclusive yet or not,
Listen, I tell everybody that comes into my way that wants to speak to me, that I am dating multiple people. I am dating around. I'm seeing what the fuck is good for Juwan Wyatt. That's who the hell I'm trying to figure out good for. I'm letting you know this so that way, in case if
So you're saying you're a thought? Okay.
No, because nobody's having sex. Okay.
He said he not you, Joseph.
Exactly. Okay.
Everyone
He went, oh, exactly.
So, I make sure that everybody knows this disclosure or this claim, that about me. Like, yeah, I do date multiple people because of the simple fact that I don't want you to get truly invested and I'm getting invested with somebody else. So if you are going to date multiple people, you go ahead and you do your thing. But we're just gonna go out, go for movies, see what the connection goes. And then when we date exclusive, that's when I drop everybody else. I'll be like, all right, guys, this is done. We all done. Da, da, da.
Starts texting.
Right,
pulls out the fourth phone.
Just
It's like, oh, you got 4 phones? You want? Yeah, bro. It's my dating phone. I gotta cut him off. I gotta cut him off.
I want to get into this real quick fast of the Tory Lanez and Megan the Stallion situation.
So I want to talk about for a minute too.
Oh, okay, my fault. I'm so sorry. I was taking your time. But when it comes down to Tory and Megan, we heard of the story that was going on where Megan was shot in her foot. She hasn't released anything. She hasn't said no names. She only said that, she was on live crying, basically having to defend herself about getting shot. And I feel like us as people, like we're savages to we're savage when we don't need to be. I mean, I feel like she shouldn't even have to come out to explain, like, yo, I got shot. Like, this is something that's real, and people are making jokes about it. You know what I'm saying? So what are your thoughts about the whole, since Joseph, what are your thoughts about the whole Meg and Tory Lanez situation?
The situation or her response to it?
All of it. That's all a part of it.
So I just want to just recap what I know happened. They were in the car. Like you said, there's 3 of them: Meg, her friend Tory. One thing I don't like about this whole thing is there's so many different versions of the story out there, so I don't really know what is true, what's not. I can just speculate what take from what I think is true and just speculate off of that. Because there's certain stories where there's another person in the car, but I don't believe that's true. Meg was apparently coming at Tory. Apparently they were dating. I didn't want to talk about that. She was coming at
alleged, yes, everything.
Allegedly. Honestly, at this point, they were definitely there was something was happening between them. But anyway, the story is that Meg was coming at Tory because he was going after other girls, but he's Tory Lanez. I don't know why that's not expected of him. Something led to another. I don't know how this got to Tory getting mad enough to shoot Meg in the foot. I don't know where that happened. But Tory shot Meg in the foot. And then Meg had her statement, the cryptic mystery message of Black women unprotected, yada yada yada, this, that, saying and everyone's like, who did it, Meg? Tell us who did it. You can put the person who who did this to you. We all know who it is. Allegedly. Okay, you all know who allegedly did it, Tory Lanez. My thing is, why did Tory shoot her in the foot? Allegedly. I mean, it wasn't Meg's friend. Why did Meg? If it was Meg's friend, why did Meg shoot? Why did Meg's friend take this long knowing her to finally shoot her in the foot?
Okay, first of all, somebody pull out a gun. I'm already on cloud 10. Okay, my brain done left. Common sense is not there. I probably wouldn't even know what to do. I'll probably be stuck there like, yo, Megan, get in the car. Get in the car. You know what I'm saying? So you don't necessarily know how people are gonna react when it's real situations.
No, I didn't say I was just making a joke, like, because you saying allegedly who shot Meg in the foot. We all know who allegedly did it, but okay. I just want to know why this person, what caused this person to like shoot Meg in the foot.
And that's the thing. You know what it is? It's just like when we was talking about the other night. Hold on. First of all, wait. Let's see what Khalida has to say, because Khalida, She be knowing. Let's hear Khalida.
I'm a huge Megan Thee Stallion fan, and I fucks with Tory Lanez music. On that same token, I just feel like I don't like how certain people like Drea had to lose a bag, even though my good sis Drea is always about her bag and she's gonna get her bag by any means. I am just disappointed that Drea had to lose a bag based on this whole scenario, because I understand that Rihanna probably had to do that, which was remove her from the Savage Fenty ambassador brand thing. I think that she had to do that because the public was getting on her ass, but at the same time, the public got her ass even worse because they felt like, well, you've already supported an abuser, Fab. You know, he knocked his woman's teeth out, and then you had ASAP Rocky as the face of Skin, I guess for the men, Fenty Skin, when he's already spoke down on the BLM movement as a. So it's just, you know, it's just a lot of controversy surrounding Megan and Tory. And at this point, I'm sick of hearing about it. I feel sorry that Meg got shot. That's my good sis. I hate that that happened to her. But I'm just tired of the Blues Clues dropping everywhere. I'm not pulling out my fucking magnifying glass, looking around on the ground for clues about who shot Meg. I'm just not. And I just feel like when she's ready to speak on it, she will. But I'm tired of the half-ass stories in the meantime. You know what I'm saying? Heal in peace, sis. Get it together. There's too much he say, she say, they say, I say going around. And I'm tired of it. I can't wait for her to get better, heal up soon, and make some music again. And I can't wait for closure to come to this because I'm tired of this whole debacle.
I feel like honestly, Megan is like what we were talking about literally that night, to bounce off of what Khalida said, of the whole Blues Clues thing, right? And that Megan speaking up about it. Sometimes victims, they don't necessarily say a story right there and then. You know, you don't know how traumatic that was for her. Another thing is that she probably has some sort of amount of loyalty. She's probably like, you know, I'm not gonna snitch on you. I just won't fuck with you again. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what exactly happened, but all we do know is that she was shot. So that's really all of the things that we can go.
Now I hear you on the victim thing. I hear you on that. Like I understand that completely. Like so she could take whatever time she needs if you. But the loyalty part, you lose me on that, bro. Or certain things, bro. You shoot me in the foot. Loyalty is out the window. You shot me in the foot. You not loyal to me. You shot me in my fucking foot. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Now maybe the story comes out and there's some random four person came something to do with it, maybe. But I don't know, bro. I really hope that this. I mean, if he actually didn't do it, cool. You know, he gets really scot free. But if he did it and he gets away with nothing happening to him, bro, I'm gonna be real disappointed. That's what I'll say.
So basically, like right off of what you said, right? I really don't think anybody should be loyal to someone that shot him. I think you crossed the line for the loyalty. Like you shot me. You know, you could have killed me. Sure, you only shot my foot, and you're thankful. The person is thankful that they're alive. That's what her tweet said. I'm thankful to be alive. Is she overplaying? I don't know. She's overplaying it. She got shot. You know, so it may have been, the shot may have been intended for an other spot. You said 3 shots are fired, right? Right.
I believe it was 3 times.
So it could have been intended for something else, but only hit the foot. You know, we don't really know the full aspect of the story. I did see something about the cops that arrest him, Tory Lanez, for holding a weapon. You know, so he did get arrested for that, but he didn't get like charged by anything because obviously they didn't come out and say what exactly happened. That being said, with her, I feel like one thing you said, like people making fun of her, I think that's only coming, and I don't agree with it, but the reason it's probably coming, people making jokes about it, is because there's not 100% story out there, you know, so nobody could like be like, yo, that sucks or whatever. Even though nobody should be making somebody who got shot, people are just kind of like, there's too much going around and there's not 100% story, and until there is.
Not to cut you off, but on the along the lines of that, of her being made fun of, you're putting yourself in a position every day to, like, if you fuck up somehow or something happens to you, no matter how serious, if it's just a little messy, you're gonna get made fun of. You know what I mean? That's why you have to avoid putting yourself in these kind of dramatic situations. I'm not saying she put herself in this dramatic situation on purpose, but like I think that's just something you have to be used to. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not excusing it. I'm just saying this is something I don't think you should. You just gotta be ready for.
This is somebody who was shot. Okay, it's not like this was somebody who fell and you can laugh at it. That's a laughable situation. This is somebody who was shot. She could have lost a life. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand where a joke could come in. I don't understand where anything can be said. Like I did see the video of Drea. She did say something along the lines of like, "Oh, well, I want that like toxic relationship." I think we talked about that in the last one.
I don't think we. Yes, like, we did. We talked about it.
When she said like she wanted that type of relationship, and to me, it's like that's not a healthy relationship. One, that's not funny. Making jokes. Another person who was making a joke off of it was just hilarious, and I had to recently unfollow her because I saw on Facebook she was
just hilarious. You should have been unfollowed her, bro, because I told you before she be talking too much sometimes, bro. She says I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's
honestly because this is the first time that I like seen something from her.
Bro.
But I
looked that shit earlier. I was like, oh hell no, you. I'm not gonna talk bad about on sis.
Yeah,
I won't talk back on sis.
Not on camera. No, but let me. But
once this shit is off, we ripping her.
I'm gonna violate her.
No, but it's to say that like, how can you make jokes off of a situation, right? And it involves one person being shot. It's
and I'm 100% agreement. This is nothing to be laughed about. This
especially
is
especially a black person.
Especially seeing her message, I felt hurt. I felt bad because she because once I'm not gonna lie, once I saw that message, I'm like Tory Lanez did that shit.
Yeah.
Look, 50 Cent even apologized, and 50 we don't really hear apologies from 50. So 50 Cent apologized and stated that I didn't know the severity of the situation. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm saying. It's something that's real. When you hear about people getting shot, how is that funny? How do you make memes off of it? How is that funny?
I think the real sad part, or the part that keeps getting me upset, is that even though allegedly we all have an idea of who is responsible for the situation, and I'm 100% sure nothing is going to happen to him because of loyalty. And I think this is something that goes on in the black community. This is something that has to do with gang related stuff. Is this loyalty thing? At some point, this loyalty thing can't. This has to be null and void. Because like someone shot you in the foot, and you seem like you know who shot you in the foot, but you want to be loyal to this person and not give them up. So, okay. Why?
So when I use the word loyalty, I don't necessarily mean like, like that she'll do whatever she wants for this specific or whoever it is. When I
know.
This is just for people, but this.
Finish. Boy, I don't quite.
Let me finish. So no, but this is for people, right? Who don't understand it. Like when I say loyal, or not snitching. Like I won't snitch on you. You know what I'm saying? Because we probably did have some history. Yeah, you did shoot me in the foot, but I'll tell you that there are situations where I'm not gonna say what, but there are situations where people do shoot at somebody close to them, and I don't think it means in the means of wanting to hurt them. So they kind of say like, I'm not gonna snitch on you.
This is where y'all lose. This must be some Brooklyn shit. This has to be some Brooklyn shit.
She's not from Brooklyn, bitch. What do you mean she from down south?
You listen to what you said. You said they shoot at someone close to them, not in the means to hurt them. So bitch, why you shooting at me? What the fuck?
I don't know the reason I'm not there.
I'll say this much.
Here's my thing. I mean, not to. Just let me say this one thing. If Tory Lanez, allegedly, I'm speaking hypothetically. If hypothetically, if Tory Lanez and Megan Stallion in the talking stage, or they were dating exclusively, whatever was going on between them, they were involved romantically. I don't know what possessed that man to shoot her in the foot, bro? That's what I want to. I want to know. I need to know the story. I want to know from his side why, or hypothetically or allegedly, he shot her in the foot. You know.
So I mean, he's like he had a story come out from his side too, right? Or not?
I didn't hear it.
I don't even think that. I think that would have hit everybody's news.
I didn't hear that.
I would have been changing my news.
Because my thing is, all right. First of all, he allegedly, right? He shot her, right? Unless there's. So the thing is, the victim. I'm gonna listen to the victim 100%. That person took a whole bullet. You know, there's no way. Especially if they thought they were gonna die, there's no way in hell they're lying about it. They're not gonna sit there and be like, "Yo, I'm just making this up for publicity." If they felt like they were dying, which she said she did, then there is no way that in hell that they're lying about the situation.
Exactly.
Right. That being said, we don't. God no. And first of all, there shouldn't be anybody shooting for whatever reason. Even if it was like I'm breaking up with you, even if like relationship was ending, you're not about to shoot a person for that. That is not right. You can't. Nobody should do that. Why are you shooting at somebody? You know, he'd even like what? That's just like off the board. You know, like Chris Brown beat up Rihanna, right? Like this man jumped the gun over that, bro. He went straight to the gun. I mean, no, don't beat nobody up. Don't get me wrong. Do not beat anyone up. But this man was just like, yo, let me whip out my gun. Whatever the case is.
In regards that she was shot 3 times in her foot, what I think happened, homie shot her in the foot once, shot in the foot twice, shot in the foot 3 times. I don't think he was aiming somewhere else. I think homie.
Was it like an instant 3 shots or one shot?
Yo,
he got shot.
Bow. I think that's in my opinion. I allegedly. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there.
But this is the thing too. There's some people that don't believe that there's some people that don't think that Tory did it. So it's just, I honestly think that we as individuals, people of the United States and all over the world, should not be trying to tell this girl's story for her. Let her come on and tell her story.
From context clues and whatnot. Once I didn't know the whole story. I just heard Megan, the sign got shot. Then Tory Lanez was popping up. I don't know how he was involved at that moment. Then I heard that he was in the car. I still didn't believe he shot her. I thought someone else shot at them and she got hit. And maybe he was shooting at Tory. Then she posted that message, bro. Then I was like, Tory is involved in it somehow.
Exactly. And
if
go ahead.
All right, yeah. I mean, if he did shoot her, then obviously it's domestic violence, right? But that's like to the highest degree, you know, like almost attempted murder, domestic violence.
The only way someone was trying to shoot at Tory and Meg got in the way,
but the
and Tory didn't do anything to protect her.
But the foot, though, was her foot in the air? Like, he had to.
So then, Ozzy, you and me, we both know who did it then. That's all I'm going to say.
No, but this is the thing. See, okay, so we're not talking about regular civilians. We're not talking about regular people. We're talking about 2 celebrities, right? So this is why I also stated the fact that maybe she's not going to specifically tell the story because, you know, it's also to protect him and his
ruin a career, yeah.
If he was to go to jail, that's going to ruin so many bags for him. You get what I'm trying to say? So,
no, but
I'm not defending it. I'm not defending it. I'm not defending it.
But this goes back to black women defending black women. This goes back to what you said about black women defending black men who have no business being defended right here. Absolutely. And I'm gonna say this right now. If somehow the story comes out and the person who allegedly did it is found guilty, if you listen to his music as a female, bro, you have some problems you need to discuss with yourself. That's
but the thing, but
as a female or just anybody in general?
That should be anything, anybody. It shouldn't be.
No, as a woman, because this man, I'm gonna fear for her life. She said black women are protected.
Okay, but let's say this man is guilty and a woman listens to his music. That's not cool. But what if you listen to his music?
Shit.
I'm trying to make a point.
Right, because what you just said, what came out your mouth, you said, oh, as a woman, no.
Yeah, you know what? I'll say it, even me. As a black man, I shouldn't be listening to that shit either.
Nobody should be listening to that shit.
I don't think that.
0% of the population. But there will be people.
I didn't mean to offend anyone by my statement.
I'm just trying to clarify.
Right,
but yeah.
You know,
domestic violence.
That
should never be the answer. You should never hurt anyone. Even so, especially obviously, I mean, like accidental, whatever.
I
in
just
on
want to know.
purpose, just don't hurt anyone. That sucks.
need
You
to
know,
know
that's
the
another
reason.
human being you're not thinking about.
Yo, I need to know the reason, bro. Like I'm not gonna. I hope it's someone else shot Meg. I hope it was a drive-by and somehow they had terrible aim and shot
They're
her.
like, your door, and then
Hit her 3 times in her foot. Bad aim.
Nah.
But,
It should be inside the car. Whoever
that's what I'm
shot it
saying.
was in the car.
And the scary thing is what drove whoever did it, who was inside the car, to do that. That's a problem, bro. That's scary, bro.
Well, I mean, I could just say this: it wasn't her best friend, but you already know who it is. It's Juwan YP, Juwan, that Nigerian prince / king.
Allegedly.
After me, I have.
It's allegedly Joseph. If you know me, you allegedly know me. Allegedly.
I'm so sorry, Joseph. You're not to the left of me.
Oh, it changed. You see what happens when
Allegedly,
you speak
I'm
in
not
class? You see what happens when you just speak out of turn. Let me stop.
Allegedly.
But to the left of me, I got Uzair.
Yeah, there you go. Uzair Malik, allegedly Ozzy. Allegedly. Which one is it?
Who knows?
I'm dead. And then underneath us, we got.
Allegedly is Joseph. If you know.
Can you do your outro again? I'm so sorry. It lagged out.
Oh my God. I said it's allegedly Joseph. If you know me, you allegedly know me. Allegedly.
And we are the men.
Allegedly.
Thanks for having me.
I learned not to put my armpits in kink